folks in your life right now might be thinking that you being kind is some kind of joke, right? Or you being a nice person, or you having a pure spirit, a pure heart means that they can play games with you, or that you are naive and gullible. But they'd be making, a few mistakes with these thought processes. I mean, no, just because you're kind, it doesn't mean that you're weak, and it doesn't mean that you should be taken for a joke. And I'm going to get into it. Thank you guys so much for being here on the Mindset Elevator. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for checking the Mindset Elevator out, and welcome to the channel. I like to keep things real. I like to get a little gritty with, a lot of topics that I talk about here. And if you guys are, returning, thank you guys so much for rocking with the Mindset Elevator for the length of time that you guys have, taking the time out of your busy days, busy lives to tune in. So I really appreciate all of you, and I hope all is well. I hope you guys are enjoying the month of October 2024. Stay up, everybody, okay? Here's the thing about kindness that I find interesting. It's almost like what I've noticed in life is that when you're kind to people naturally, like you're naturally being kind, you're not putting on a show, you're not putting on, some kind of performance. You are naturally this way. You are naturally giving, charitable, sweet, hospitable. You try to help people. You'd give the shirt off your back if you had to. That type of kind, like it's innate to you. It's a part of your DNA. Like it's that deep, right? When you're kind, what I've noticed is when you're like this, people take advantage of that. They will either try to swindle you in some kind of way, or hurt you and con you in some kind of way as well, thinking that because you're kind and you're loving and you're sweethearted, that you don't know anything, or that you would never stand up for yourself, or that means that you are weak. That means that you are, kind of like you would cower under attacks. And that's where these enemies are wrong. That's where these perpetrators are very, very, misguided about your character. You are a kind person with a strong backbone, all right? And let it be known in the comments, you have a strong backbone. You have a solid spine. We are kind people. Like, we like to uplift humanity. We like to help people in the ways that we can. But don't get it twisted. We are strong folks. We will stand 10 toes down. Like, we're not going to be played with like that. We're not going to be played out here. Let it be known in the comments, I'm not going to be played out here, right? People think that your kindness is some kind of joke, that because you're kind, you're in la la land and you don't know what's going on and you can't see the trickery and you can't see the games being played. You see way ahead, way beyond what people think you could actually perceive and feel and see. You are way advanced, way more advanced than a lot of these, I want to say, classless people, who take your kindness and try to take advantage of this state, the state of kindness, the state of giving, this natural state you're in of being sweet with people on the planet, being helpful, being charitable. People think that's an opportunity to hurt you, or an opportunity to take advantage of your spirit. And then they want to act up. Then they want to start acting like you're doing something wrong when you put them in their place, or when you cut them off, or when you tell them, like, I don't move like that. They want to take offense, like, oh, you're aggressive, or oh, you're not actually as nice as I thought you were. But what they're really trying to say here is that they thought that they could trick you, or they thought that they could play you because they thought you were a certain way. Being kind does not mean I am weak, and put it in the comments. I might be kind, but I'm not weak. All right. I'm kind, but I'm very mighty. I am kind. I'm sweet, but I'm a warrior. Like I'm strong, my desire, my burning desire, my calling to be kind to people in the world does not mean that I should be taken for a fool. It doesn't mean that my intellect is impaired. In fact, it's heightened. I'm aware. You have to be you're probably very intellectually inclined to the point where you're kind, but you're not dumb. You know what I mean? You know what's going on around you, and you know how to adjust to the conditions of your world, of your day, of your week, of your month, of your year. You know how to adjust. You're still intellectually, sound. So where people think that you are unaware of certain concepts or unaware of certain happenings because you're giving or because you're sweet, that's ridiculous, right? You're kind, but you're smart, You're kind, but you're intelligent. You're kind, but you're aware. Like, it's unwavering for you. Being kind is a way of being. Being kind is just that way that you move. You probably don't move, in an unsavory way where you're out to get everybody like a lot of these perpetrators are. A lot of them, they see us, they see our hearts, they try to play on our emotions a lot of the times, not realizing that we're way ahead of them. We could see the game before it's played, It's like, you could probably see when somebody is starting to take advantage of you or trying to treat you in a certain way because they think you're a certain way, right? And they are oftentimes very incorrect about your spirit, about your cadence, about your style. I'm speaking from personal experience as well. There've been many circumstances where people have tried to call me out and say that I'm mean or I'm rude, but this was only after I addressed with them something that they did that I didn't take kindly to. And what tipped them off from wanting to do that to me in the first place was that they thought I was weak, or they thought I was kind or unaware, or they thought that I was gullible. Oh, she'd do it. Andrea would do anything for you, or Andrea would, she's going to say yes, don't worry, and then they try to change the way, they try to make you move how they want you to move, right? Because they see that you're kind, they might try to get everything from you that they can, siphon you, bully you, talk any type of way to you because they think that your kind nature, right, overrides what they're trying to do or overrides your intellect once again. And it's like, when you start calling it out, and I've had to call people out, it's unfortunate, but I've had to cut people off because they were thinking that my kindness meant I was weak, or they thought my kindness meant that they could treat me any kind of way. And I had to let it be known in some kind of way that I do not get down like that. You know what I mean? I do not operate in this fashion. I will not have you in my life trying to use me and trying to bully me and take me for a joke because you know that inherently I'm a very kind individual, or I love humanity, and then they try to act like, oh, you're mean. You're not who they thought you were. But they weren't singing the same tune when they were the ones in the background trying to play on your emotions or trying to play on your way, your personality, trying to make a mockery out of you in some kind of fashion. It could be like that. So some people will take your kindness as a joke, right? You're going to come across people from all walks of life, but especially people that know you. Your family members might think that you're some kind of joke. Oh, she's kind. He's cool. He'll do anything. And then they'll try to like play with you or like even like put forth schemes, like a trap where, oh, because y'all are blood, that you're just going to be oblivious to the tactics or the ploys or the schemes they have lined up for you. So when you pull up to that party, that family event, whatever the case might be with your folks, right? It's like they're thinking, oh, he won't know because he's cool. He won't know. He's nice. He never yells. He never raises his voice, And then they soon will realize, if not yet, that you're kind, but you're mighty though. You're not going to be subjected to schemes and plots. You're not going to be taken out of the picture. You're not going to be played like a fiddle, like a fool, right? It could be your friends, trying to set you up and thinking that your kindness will mean that you don't know or you'll never see the plot. Time to get better friends, people who move this way. That's not our type of company, right? Even at the workplace too, even neighbors too. These people think, oh, smiling, laughing, saying hello and waving to them and clocking in, clocking out, doing your job, exchanging pleasantries somehow means that you are weak, or you're unaware of what they're capable of doing to you, the harm of the world. Like, people might be thinking that you just think the world's peaches and creams, and once again, you are literally 10 steps ahead. You've been through the mud. You know how cruel the world can be, or the world's residents can be, how trying life's circumstances can be. You know about this. You're well versed in life. So where people think that you're naive or weak, or, you're just too tender-hearted, you're never going to do nothing. You're never going to stand up. You're never going to know. You know way more than they do. I guarantee a lot of the people you're around, you just have been gifted with much more knowledge and understanding and being emotionally poised, much more than a lot of the individuals that are around you in your midst, right? People don't really give you a lot of credit where it's really due. People are not going to always, hail you up and big you up and treat you with respect because, they'll spit on you. They'll spit on you because they think that you're too kind, too gullible, too naive. You don't know nothing about the world. You don't know nothing about their plans. You don't know nothing about the scheme, and you've been knowing. So it could be like that. So be very careful the company that you keep, of course, but also cautionary here. Do not change your heart. Don't change your kind heart for people who are out to take advantage of it, to take advantage of you, of your unique spirit. Instead, continue to spread the joy and love and kindness that you feel compelled and you feel called to do. Keep doing that. It's just, you can adjust who you give your love to, who you give your kindness to, who you give your energy to. Don't be siphoned here, right? Don't change your heart though, right? Don't make your heart turn cold because of some ungrateful people in your life that don't know how to treat you, don't know how to act right. You just gotta share and spread your love elsewhere, but never change your heart. If your heart is pure, if you love life, if you love to give, keep being that person. Just adjust, or change who you give it to. Never stop. Always have love in your heart. Okay, everybody? Thank you guys so much for joining me today on this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay up, everybody. Keep that kind spirit, because your kind spirit is beautiful. It's needed on a planet like this. We want to continue to be uplifted. We want to continue to be elevating people. And so with your kind heart, you're making a large impact on the planet and on the world around you, okay? So stay up, everybody. I'll see you guys soon. And let me know what you think about this video and if you think people are taking your kindness as a joke. All right, everybody, I'll see you soon. Bye.